Have you ever pondered the immense power of God's Word in our lives? It's not just a collection of stories and parables, but a divine guide, a beacon that illuminates our path, providing us with direction, peace, and wisdom. This celestial compass, ever steady and true, navigates us through the tumultuous seas of life, leading us safely to the shores of tranquility. God's Word isn't merely heard, it's felt. It resonates within our being, touching our hearts, calming our minds, and soothing our souls. It's a comforting whisper in the silence of the night, a reassuring hand in times of uncertainty, a lighthouse in the storm. It carries the power to transform, to heal, and to uplift. As we delve into these Bible stories, allow the soothing words to calm your spirit and guide you to a peaceful slumber. Embrace the profound wisdom and let it permeate your dreams, fostering a tranquil rest under the protective watch of divine providence. Our first story takes us back to a time of giants and brave young shepherds. In the rolling hills of Israel, a young shepherd boy named David was chosen by God to become a king. But first, he had to face a giant. In the land of the Philistines lived a towering giant named Goliath. Standing over 9 feet tall, Goliath was a formidable foe, his imposing stature sending shivers down the spines of the bravest soldiers. Every day, he challenged the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him, but no one dared to step forward. Except for David. This young shepherd, armed only with his slingshot and 5 smooth stones, stepped forward to meet Goliath. Many doubted him due to his youth and lack of experience. But David was not ordinary. He was a young man of deep faith and conviction, a faith that was rooted in the belief that God was his protector. He stood before Goliath, not with fear, but with confidence, saying, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." With that, he slung a stone with such precision that it struck Goliath in the forehead, causing the giant to fall to the ground. In that moment, David proved that physical strength was no match for faith in God. He showed that no matter how large the obstacle, how towering the giant, it could be overcome with belief and trust in God's power. David's victory over Goliath was not just a personal triumph, it was a testament to the power of faith. It reminded the Israelites, and it reminds us today, that no matter what giants we face in our lives, no matter how insurmountable they may seem, with faith in God, we can overcome them. David's story teaches us that with faith in God, we can overcome any giants in our lives. So, as you drift off to sleep tonight, remember David's courage, remember his faith, and know that with God on your side, you too can conquer any giant that stands in your way. Our next story transports us to a den of ferocious lions and a faithful servant of God. In the heart of ancient Babylon, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was not your ordinary man. He was a man of unwavering faith, unshakable integrity, and a servant of the Most High God. Daniel was distinguished among others because he had an excellent spirit, and he was trusted with great responsibility by King Darius himself. But not everyone celebrated Daniel's rise to favor. His success stirred jealousy among some officials who sought to bring him down. Knowing his devotion to his God, they tricked the king into signing a decree that anyone who prayed to any god or human other than King Darius within the next 30 days would be thrown into a den of lions. Despite the decree, Daniel remained steadfast in his faith. He continued to pray to his God 3 times a day, just as he always had. When the jealous officials discovered this, they were quick to report Daniel to the king. With a heavy heart, King Darius ordered that Daniel be thrown into the lion's den, yet he declared, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." As the stone was placed over the entrance of the den, sealing Daniel with the lions, the king spent a sleepless night filled with worry. As dawn broke, King Darius hurried to the den and called out to Daniel. To his great relief, Daniel answered, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions." "They have not hurt me." Daniel's unwavering faith had saved him from the jaws of the lions. His story is a testament to the power of faith and prayer, even in the face of imminent danger. His life reminds us that no matter the trials we face, we can find courage and peace in prayer, trusting in the Most High God. Just as God protected Daniel, He watches over us, even in the face of our greatest fears. You may be wondering, how do these ancient tales connect to our lives today? Well, the stories of David and Goliath, Daniel in the lion's den, they are not just stories. They are timeless lessons in faith, courage, and the power of prayer. They remind us that even in the face of insurmountable odds, faith can move mountains. David, a young shepherd boy, used his unwavering faith to defeat a fearsome giant. Daniel, thrown into a den of hungry lions, relied on his courage and his prayerful relationship with God to see him through. These narratives underline the importance of maintaining our faith, showing courage in the face of adversity, and keeping the lines of communication open with the divine through prayer. These lessons are relevant now more than ever. As we drift off to sleep, let's remember that the same God who was with David and Daniel is with us even now. As we prepare to close our eyes and surrender to sleep, consider the power of God's Word. Reflect on the stories shared tonight: David's victory over Goliath, Daniel's survival in the lion's den. These aren't just tales from a distant past. They are timeless lessons of faith, courage, and God's unwavering support. Ponder their meanings as you lay in the stillness of the night. David's stone and sling, Daniel's quiet trust. They were not alone, and neither are you. Meditate on these teachings. Let them seep into your dreams, your thoughts, and your actions. Perhaps you'd like to pray, to have a silent conversation with God. Seek comfort, seek answers, or simply express gratitude. Let His Word be your guide, your solace, your shield. May God's Word guide you into a peaceful sleep and inspire you to face tomorrow with faith and courage. Good night.